Michelle here from Walkingtwobytwo, and of course we've got our special guest Michelle back.
Hi there!
You will remember Michelle from series number 5, and that's when we did the snacks and that yummy hummus meal. That was just...
How nice was that?
Absolutely brilliant.
Please try.
Yes, if you haven't seen that episode, I will put it in the description below. Do get on there and have a look. It was a great recipe. So because that was so good, I said to Michelle she needs to come back. She needs to come back and do another one. So we're going to do breakfast this time. So what are we going to do, Michelle?
Well, I'm going to show you a really lovely recipe I use all the time at home, but we can also convert it for the track. And it's a really easy homemade muesli.
Yum.
So yeah, looking forward to showing you.
And again, we are dehydrating this muesli.
Yes, we are.
And in the series so far, give us a thumbs up and press that subscribe button. And don't forget to share it with all your friends.
And then we can come back and show you more. So now I'd like to show you a breakfast option, which is basically making your own muesli. And it's got some beautiful fresh ingredients. We've got our almonds, coconut, dates, we've got mint, lime, apple, and some blueberries. So we're basically just going to give these a bit of a chop. So again, really easy preparation, and dehydrate, and I can confirm that this rehydrates beautifully, and there's such a beautiful zesty zingy flavour that I know when you wake up in the morning after a big hiking day that yeah, this is a lovely surprise to have for breakfast. So now I'll show you how easy it is to put it together. So what we do is we just need to chop our apple into quarters. Okay, don't core or peel it, because again, there is so much goodness in a peel and actually in the seeds of the apple. I've just got shredded coconut here. You can use desiccated coconut, or you can actually use fresh coconut, which actually would be quite beautiful as well. So I've got some dates. Please make sure the pips are out of your dates. You don't want to be smashing that up as well. Okay, so for our lime, we're just going to take off some zest. I find it's much easier just to pop it on, take it off with a potato peeler, or you could actually do it with a very sharp knife. Okay, so that's our zest there. Just pop that down there, and everything else we're just going to chop up in the Thermomix. So let's do that. Alright, so the easiest part of this whole process is actually putting it all together. Okay, so that's given that a nice chop. Now if you don't have such a powerful blender, please just do that with a knife. That's quite easy to do. Okay, so we're just going to add our apple. So that's one whole apple that we're popping in there. I'm just putting a handful of almonds in. You can use any nuts that you like, or you can add seeds. Again, this is pretty much a make it up as you go. Again, just a handful of the dates. If you don't like it too sweet, then just pop less in. And again, handful of coconut. So as you can see, it's easy as you go, not a lot of science to it. Handful of this, handful of that. And then the more that you make it, you actually can balance it up the way you like it. So in the Thermomix, we're just going to turbo a couple of times. We don't want to turn it into a paste. We just want to chop it up into a nice consistency. As you can see, that's beautiful consistency for our muesli. And the last thing I'm going to do is just going to pop some blueberries in there and one last pulse, and we are finished. There we have it. Okay, so there is our muesli ready to go. Now you can eat that straight away, which is what I like to do, with a little bit of more berries and a little bit of coconut yogurt. Or what we're going to do is we're going to pop that on a tray and we're going to dehydrate for the track. So,
and I'm pinching some.
Taste test time. So what do you think?
Oh, yum.
That's good, isn't it?
That mint with the citrus, okay.
Doesn't it lift it?
Like I've said before, I love citrus in my food.
Yep, so do I.
And that zing. That was really good. I don't even know if this is going to make the dehydrator.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That was really good.
And I find apple and mint, perfect flavour combination.
Absolutely.
So,
Love it.
there you have it. Okay, so just smooth it out. Oh, stop it. Smooth it out in an even. It is quite textured. You don't want to over process this one because it's nice to have the crunch. So there you have it. You can also add, while it's on the tray here, you could add things like a little bit more coconut. I tend to really love coconut. Or cinnamon. Do you want to get some cinnamon? So again, you can play with the flavours, play with the textures, and really start to make this your own. So we're going to pop some cinnamon.
This was the cereal that our guest Michelle came and made, her homemade muesli. So I kept it in the sealed container once it dehydrated. This one took about 15 hours to actually dehydrate, which is a bit longer than normal. My suggestion, if you want to cut that time down, then it's best that you chop it up a lot finer than what it was, and that way you can have it done in less hours. So basically, I am just going to put in the amount in a zip bag that I would have for breakfast. Now remember, this will expand a bit because it has been dehydrated. So only just a bit more. It's up to you how much you want to put in, because you know what, everybody has a different amount and eat differently. So, you know, you judge what it is that you would prefer to have. I'm going to add to this some coconut milk powder. So at camp, what I'll do is I'll rehydrate it with some water, but it'll already have the coconut milk powder in the bag. Or if you don't like coconut milk powder, just put normal dairy milk powder in there, or whatever it is that you would prefer. Or you might just want it with plain old water or juice. That's entirely up to you, because there is so many flavors within this anyway. So water would be fine. So I'm just gonna put probably, I don't know, not quite a tablespoon. But it's up to you how much you want to put in. Not quite a tablespoon will be enough, I think, for the amount that's in there. And basically all you do now, make sure you label it so you know what it is. And press the air out, zip it up, and that is ready now to pack into my food bag and take out on the trail.